A day that marked a historical disaster in our nation, changed the outlook and security of our civilian population in our country. This speech will be celebrating the national tragedy of September 11, 2001, known as Patriots Day. This tragedy was a historical terrorist attack that killed thousands of civilians in our nation. The occasion of this speech is to remember and honor the brave workers that was killed in the Twin Towers, along as to remember and honor the courageous first responders. The audience for this speech, in which the speech will be given to, are my classmates. The form of my speech will be presented as a commemorative speech to mark an important day in our nation's history and to remember a day that changed the course of our nation's history. For my speech, I will be using vivid language and imagery to show the depth and significance that 9/11 had on our society, world, well-being, and security. On September 11, 2001, acts of hatred, dehumanization, and compulsive choices threatened, killed, and scared millions upon millions of civilians for generations to come. A day that started on a usual Tuesday with clear skies in New York City was quickly taken away with the barbaric echoing of pure human horror, screaming in the air throughout the entire world. According to History.com, an article states, American Airlines Boeing 767, loaded with 20,000 gallons of jet fuel, crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. The article later states the impact left a gaping, burning hole near the 80th floor of the 110-story skyscraper, instantly killing hundreds of people and trapping hundreds more in higher floors. After the catastrophic event of seeing a plane slice through the 110-story skyscraper, a second plane soon tore through the sky, hitting a second twin tower. This day left our nation with feelings of disaster in the aftermath of being a victim of terrorism. From an article by Olivia A. Jackson, she states, following the September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks on U.S. soil, feelings of uncertainty immediately ensued regarding national security as fear loomed of possible future attacks. September 11, 2001 changed every second of how the nation would look at protecting civilians in a place that millions of people call home, in America. One of the first actions put into place was to enact on airline industry security. For the first time in history, Congress implemented that there should be airport security. The Transportation Security Administration, TSA, was formed, being the department that holds the security of all transportation in the airline industries across the country. Author David E. Clarke states, since its formation, TSA has federalized all security personnel and instituted extensive security precautions on commercial airlines. Since implications of security has been put into place within our country, we are slowly but powerfully remaining strong in our sense of national security through our airports throughout the entire nation. A moment in history that millions have seen, lived through, and been through will tell a story to younger generations that never witnessed or not yet born, a story that defines who we are as a country. We as a country remain unified when it comes to the national security of our civilians. We believe in complete and efficient security in every aspect of our society and zero tolerance for national acts of hatred towards our nation. We believe in prosperity of well-being among our citizens, with the promise and effort to create a safe, strong security defense when the question of threat is among our citizens. 9/11 is a day that will never be forgotten, memorialized, and honored. 9/11, a day that was supposed to be as any other day, turned into a moment in history that showcased the most dangerous and criminal acts in modern time history. This day, known as Patriots Day, will always be the day of commemoration and respect to the thousands of lives lost and the lives threatened on September 11, 2001.